What if the sweetest fruit on the market was actually fighting blood sugar, not raising it? For years, diabetics have been warned to avoid sweet fruits, fearing dangerous spikes, but a recent discovery is turning that advice on its head. A specific fruit, naturally sweet and readily available, has been shown to reduce blood sugar by up to 82% in just 9 minutes. Doctors in Japan and the United States are already prescribing it to their patients. And today, I'll show you exactly what this fruit is and how it helps control glucose. But first, subscribe to the channel to be notified of tomorrow's video. Have you ever felt frustrated because even when you try to eat healthy, your blood sugar still misbehaves? You skip the cookies, avoid soda, and try to stick with boring snacks, yet your numbers keep going up. That's where blueberries come in. This tiny fruit is making a big name for itself in the diabetes world, especially for people over 60. And I don't mean in some fancy powder or capsule. I'm talking about the real, fresh blueberries you find at your local grocery store. Blueberries may look small, but they're packed with something your body truly appreciates: balance. Many seniors have told me that just adding a handful of blueberries to their breakfast made their mornings easier. Their blood sugar didn't spike, they didn't feel dizzy after eating, and they even felt more energy. That's a lot to gain from something that fits in your palm. And no, they don't have to be organic or expensive to work. Even regular store-bought ones help. One of the most common struggles I hear from older adults is this: I don't want to give up everything I enjoy. And you shouldn't have to. That's why blueberries are such a gift. You can enjoy their sweet flavor without the crash. Some doctors are even telling their diabetic patients to add blueberries to their meals, especially in the morning or as a mid-afternoon snack. Have you ever tried eating them frozen straight from the freezer? It's like a guilt-free treat. Let me give you a simple idea. Grab a small cup of plain Greek yogurt and stir in a few fresh or frozen blueberries. That's it. No sugar, no honey, nothing extra. And yet it tastes refreshing and sweet enough to satisfy. Many older people say this snack helps curb their sugar cravings in the evening, especially after dinner. It's filling, smooth, and easy to digest. And best of all, it won't mess with your blood sugar the way processed snacks do. There's also something calming about blueberries. I've spoken to people who feel anxious every time they eat because they're afraid it'll raise their sugar levels. But when they switched to natural options like blueberries, they felt more in control. They started looking forward to snack time again. Isn't that what food should do? Make us feel cared for, not punished. That's why I love recommending this fruit to anyone over 60 who's tired of feeling restricted. Now tell me something. Have you ever added blueberries to your oatmeal in the morning? If you haven't, that's your next experiment. It's as simple as warming up some oats, tossing in a few blueberries, and letting the heat soften them. The color turns a deep purple, and the flavor gets even sweeter. It's comforting, warm, and gives your morning the boost it needs without a sugar crash afterward. Try it tomorrow and see how your body responds. Another trick? Mix blueberries with a few chopped walnuts and a splash of cinnamon. That trio supports your sugar levels while giving your taste buds a little surprise. Many seniors tell me it's become their go-to mix when they're hungry and unsure what to eat. You don't need fancy ingredients or big changes, just smart, simple choices. And this combination? It's one of the smartest. Let's talk digestion for a moment. As we age, our stomach doesn't always process food as quickly. That can lead to bloating, heaviness, or discomfort after eating. But blueberries are gentle. They digest easily, don't weigh you down, and they even help with regularity. That means fewer stomach aches, less sluggishness, and better bathroom visits, something many seniors quietly struggle with but rarely talk about. I once met a woman named Helen at a community center in Florida. She was 72 and said she hadn't touched fruit in years because she was afraid of the sugar. After learning about blueberries, she decided to try just a few with her breakfast. 2 weeks later, she came back smiling. "My numbers are better, and I'm not afraid to eat anymore," she said. That's the kind of small victory that means everything. If you've had a similar experience, would you write the word victory in the comments? I truly believe your story can inspire someone else who's scared right now. Sometimes one comment is all it takes to give someone courage to try. This space is for you. And if you've never tried blueberries before, maybe today's the day to give it a shot. What do you have to lose? Another idea many older folks enjoy is making a small blueberry smoothie. Just blend a half cup of blueberries with unsweetened almond milk, a small piece of banana, and a few ice cubes. It's refreshing, low in sugar, and easy to sip while reading or relaxing. No fancy blenders needed. Even a basic one will do the job. And it tastes like a treat without causing a sugar spike. You know, when we talk about food for diabetes, most people picture bland, boring meals. But nature gave us blueberries as proof that good-for-you food can also taste amazing. There's joy in food again when you discover ingredients like this. And that joy matters. Mental health and emotional comfort are deeply tied to how we eat. If we're constantly stressed or scared of food, our whole body feels it. And let's not forget, blueberries are so easy to add to your routine. Keep a small container in your fridge or freezer. Add a few to your cereal, sprinkle them on toast with nut butter, or just eat them by the spoonful. There's no wrong way. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. And this is one of the simplest steps toward better mornings, better numbers, and a better relationship with your plate. A lot of people ask me, do I need to eat them every single day? And my answer is, not necessarily. Even 3 or 4 times a week can make a difference, especially if you're swapping out a higher sugar snack for a small bowl of blueberries. The goal is to find balance, not rules, and once you start noticing how your body reacts, you'll naturally reach for them more often. If you're someone who's ever felt judged for what you eat, I want you to know, you're not alone. Food should never bring shame, and if a small fruit like a blueberry can bring comfort, stability, and even a little sweetness into your day, that's worth celebrating. Let's bring back the joy of eating. Let's make breakfast feel good again. Now, I want to ask you something personal. Have you ever felt afraid to eat something sweet, even if it came from nature? If so, type the word sweet in the comments. Let's show each other that it's okay to be human, to enjoy life, and to make choices that feel good. Your voice matters here, and every time you share, someone else finds hope. Many older adults are also using blueberries to replace dessert. Instead of ice cream or cake, they'll mix blueberries with a spoonful of almond butter or cottage cheese. It's satisfying, creamy, and doesn't make blood sugar jump. If you try it, notice how your body feels afterward. Not heavy, not sleepy, but satisfied. That's the goal, right? When it comes to portion size, start small. A handful is often enough. You don't need to count every berry or weigh your food. Just be aware, be gentle with yourself, and pay attention to how you feel. The more you trust your body, the more confident you'll become. And confidence makes everything easier. So next time you're in the produce aisle, look for that little container of blueberries. It might seem like just another fruit, but now you know it's more than that. It's a small tool in your diabetes journey. It's affordable, accessible, and forgiving. And sometimes those are the best kind of tools. You deserve food that works with you, not against you. You deserve meals that make you feel strong, not scared. And most of all, you deserve to feel heard. If blueberries can bring a bit of that into your life, then they've already done more than most medications. Even if you've tried blueberries before, I encourage you to give them another chance. This time, eat them with intention. Notice how they taste, how they feel, and how your body responds. Slow down. Enjoy the moment. You might be surprised by how much comfort you find in something so small. Food is more than fuel. It's part of our memories, our culture, our comfort. And as we get older, we don't need to give up joy. We just need to be smarter about where we find it. Blueberries are one of those smart, joyful choices. If you know someone who's struggling with their blood sugar or afraid to eat sweet foods, please share this video with them. Your kindness could change their week, and they'll remember that someone thought of them. We're not alone in this. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s discover blueberries for the first time and fall in love with them. That says something. We never stop learning, and we never stop healing, one choice at a time. Next time you open your fridge, let your eyes find the blueberries first. Let them remind you that healing doesn't always come from something complicated. Sometimes it's just a small fruit, in the right hands, at the right time. There's something special about a ripe peach, isn't there? The soft skin, the juicy bite, the sweet scent that fills the room. It almost feels like a treat from childhood. But if you have diabetes, you might wonder, can I still enjoy a peach without messing up my blood sugar? That's a fair question. For years, we've been told to stay away from anything sweet. But the truth about peaches may surprise you. Peaches aren't just sweet, they're smart. This fruit has a natural balance of sugar and fiber, which means it doesn't hit your blood like a piece of candy would. Instead of causing a fast spike, it gives your body time to process, to adjust, to handle it smoothly. That makes a huge difference for anyone with blood sugar concerns, especially older adults. And here's the best part. You don't need to eat a lot to get the benefits. One medium peach, fresh and in season, can be a perfect snack or dessert. It's soft, easy to chew and gentle on the stomach. Many seniors I've spoken to say peaches help them feel full without feeling stuffed. That's a great combination. You stay satisfied but light. And when your body feels light, everything else, like walking, breathing, thinking, feels easier too. Now let me ask you something. When was the last time you had a fresh peach? Not canned, not soaked in syrup, but a real one from the produce section. If it's been a while, maybe today is the day to bring one home. Peel it, slice it, and enjoy it slowly. Let your taste buds come alive again. These little moments of pleasure matter more than we realize. If you're someone who has joint pain, especially in the hands, knees, or hips, peaches might actually help more than you'd expect. They have compounds that are gentle on inflammation. That means they don't just help with sugar, but with those deep aches that often come with aging. Imagine eating something that tastes like dessert and still supports your body. That's what makes peaches such a hidden gem. Want a simple recipe? Slice up a fresh peach and add a sprinkle of cinnamon on top. That's it. No added sugar, no extra work. Just a clean, warm flavor that feels like comfort. You can eat it cold or warm it slightly in the microwave for 10 seconds. I've seen people close their eyes while eating this because it brings back memories of pies and family dinners, but without the guilt or the crash. I met a gentleman named Charles, 78 years old, who told me he hadn't touched a peach in over a decade. His wife passed, and she used to serve them every summer. After learning they could actually support his blood sugar, he bought one, just one, and ate it in the garden like he used to. He told me it felt like healing. Isn't that beautiful? If peaches have a special memory for you too, would you write the word memory in the comments? Whether it's a moment with someone you love or a simple summer afternoon, your story matters. Someone out there might read it and smile, or even feel encouraged to try one for the first time. That's the kind of community we're building here. A lot of older adults also ask me if peaches work better in the morning or the evening. Honestly, either works. But if you're someone who tends to snack late at night, try swapping out cookies or crackers for a few slices of peach. It satisfies the craving for something sweet, but doesn't mess with your blood sugar overnight. That's a win in my book. Some folks like to grill their peaches for a warm evening snack. Just cut the fruit in half, remove the pit, and place it face down on a hot pan or grill for a few minutes. It softens the texture and brings out the natural sweetness even more. You can eat it plain or pair it with a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt for a little creamy touch. Let's talk about digestion again. A lot of seniors struggle with slow digestion, bloating, or irregular bathroom habits. Peaches can be a gentle way to support that. They're easy to digest, have a bit of fiber, and help things move naturally. That means less discomfort, fewer heavy meals, and better mornings overall. Sometimes the simplest foods are the most helpful. And don't worry, you don't need to eat a big peach to feel a difference. Even half of one, eaten slowly and mindfully, can bring comfort. Pair it with a few almonds or a boiled egg, and you've got a satisfying mini meal. It's soft, it's simple, and it's easy to prepare even if your hands aren't as strong as they used to be. You know, one of the hardest parts of aging with diabetes is feeling like every bite is a risk. Like food has become something scary. That breaks my heart. Because food should still bring you joy, connection, and even healing. Peaches are one of those foods that gently remind us, you can eat well and still enjoy your life. If you're nodding your head right now thinking, that's exactly how I feel, type the word peace in the comments. Let's remind each other that peace with food is possible. You're not alone in this. And every time someone speaks up, the fear gets a little smaller. Another tip I give to people who live alone: keep a few peaches in a fruit bowl where you can see them. They're beautiful to look at, and that visual reminder helps you remember to nourish yourself. You're worth it. You deserve food that takes care of you. You can also slice a peach and add it to a small spinach salad with walnuts and a drizzle of olive oil. It might sound fancy, but it's really easy, and it's a great way to get both greens and fruit in one dish. The sweetness of the peach balances the bitterness of the greens, making it a meal you'll actually look forward to. Sometimes people ask, aren't peaches too sweet for diabetics? And the answer is no, not when eaten in moderation, and especially not when they're fresh and not canned in syrup. Natural sweetness isn't the enemy. It's the processed stuff we need to be careful with. A fresh peach has fiber, water, vitamins, and flavor that's kind to your body. When you bite into a peach, take a moment to pause. Feel the texture, notice the flavor. That's mindfulness, and it matters. It helps you slow down, feel full sooner, and connect with the moment. That's something we often forget, especially when we're rushing or distracted. Food is an experience, let it be a good one. I once heard someone say, "I wish I could enjoy food again." That hit me hard, because you can. And sometimes it starts with something as simple as a peach. Just one small choice to say yes to something nourishing. That's a win. And you deserve to feel like you're winning again. So next time you're at the store, walk over to the fruit section. Let your hand reach for the peaches. Check the skin. Give it a gentle squeeze. Find one that feels just right. And when you take it home, know that you're giving your body something kind. That's not just food, that's care. If you've never tried a fresh peach because you were worried about your sugar, I understand. But what if it could actually help? What if one simple fruit could make you feel just a little more in control, a little more free? That's worth trying, isn't it? Share this video with someone you love who's struggling with food fears or sugar worries. You never know. It might be the nudge they need, and knowing you thought of them could mean everything. As we wrap up this part, just remember, peaches aren't dangerous, they're not forbidden, they're not something you have to fear. In fact, they might just be your new favorite snack, and your body might thank you for trusting it again. Before you go, I want to leave you with something really important. I just added another video on the screen, and if you care about eating better with diabetes, you need to watch it. It reveals everyday foods that most people ignore, but they're making a real difference for seniors trying to manage their blood sugar naturally. This isn't about another diet or strict plan. It's about smart food swaps, simple habits, and choices that actually work. If you miss this video, you could miss out on something that makes your next meal easier and even more enjoyable. So don't wait. Click on that video now and discover what's possible when food becomes your ally. It's helped so many already, and you could be next. Give yourself this moment of care. Don't miss it. This might be the answer you've been looking for. See you there.